And we are rolling.
What's up, guys? I'm Dustin Collins,
I'm John Stearns.
and we're just bringing a conversation on record about what do we
Holidays.
about holidays. We'll cover holidays from a secular perspective and personal perspectives, and also an origin perspective about why we celebrate those holidays, where they came from, and stuff like that.
Okay, so, and before we even get started on that, I think I want to start with birthdays. I think I want to start with birthdays, how it's like a ritual,
Okay.
For instance, when you have a kid, you name your kid, and it's basically summoning the spirit of whoever it is that you call upon,
Okay.
Birthdays.
All right.
It's like a holiday,
So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to me the difference between a birthday ritual and a Christmas ritual or an Easter ritual.
The only difference is this for you personally. Now, Christmas celebrates the birth of Jesus Christ, as far as, or Martin Luther King celebrates the birth of Martin Luther King. But so let's talk about blowing out those candles. That's what we need to talk about.
Whoa.
That's what we need to talk about, blowing out those candles, because that represents like life being gone, and how Martin Luther King made me think about that. His candles got blown out. But Jesus Christ also died on the cross, and we celebrate this stuff. We celebrate the life and the death of certain individuals.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As far as I know, he was the only one that died on the cross that we worship.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Who else died on the cross?
Who else died on the cross? Nobody that we celebrate, that's for sure.
Actually, a lot of them died on the cross.
Right. Oh, okay. A lot of people died on crosses, and we celebrate them.
I mean, all the ones that, think about all, throughout the past, the persecutions of certain religious
sects. Because I could have said Martin Luther King died on the
They would
cross.
hang them on the cross and burn them.
Joan of Arc. She died at a stake, though. That was considered a stake.
Some would argue it was a cross.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's talk about the cross. We got a two-dimensional plane, right?
A stake with, tie like this.
Mm-hmm.
Cross would be like this.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Let's talk about the cross a little bit. We got a two-dimensional plane.
Okay.
And that it's basically just intersecting lines,
Sure.
You got one power coming from the bottom, raising to the top, and you got another power like the sun going from the east to the west. Does that mean anything to you?
Sure it does.
Let's talk about it. Look, we were supposed to be talking about holidays. No, but no, this is gonna be a good one.
All right. So what do you want to talk about regarding that?
The cross. So, for instance, how it's an intersecting line. How they died at like a crossover.
How many points does a cross have?
I'm gonna say the 4 or 5.
4.
4, right?
We'll go with 4.
We'll go with 4. Okay.
I mean, you can argue
that the intersection is a point.
But let's just simplicity's sake.
Mm-hmm.
1,
2, 3, 4.
That's why they do that, right?
Right.
Okay, so if you have it going east to west, it's only half of it, right?
And then the next is from south to north. That's the other half of it.
And then the cross is in the middle.
Right. Anyway, let's move on a little bit. You want to move on?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we celebrate. We're talking about holidays. We're talking about celebrating the life and death of people. So needless to say, let's go to Christmas.
Okay.
I think the Christmas tree is just a big penis.
Okay, that's valid to me.
Okay. I mean, you got the star on top representing the semen or whatever, or the light, and then you got the gifts underneath the tree representing the testicles or whatever you want to call it,
It's interesting.
We might need something.
I would actually
Uh-huh.
tie Christmas back into what you earlier said
Uh-huh.
about birthday
Uh-huh.
as a ritual.
Uh-huh.
Because if you know the origin of Christmas, it's a representation to Nimrod
Uh-huh.
as a ritual.
Right.
You present your present
Uh-huh.
to the base level of enlightenment.
Uh-huh.
Start at the top of it's total enlightenment, right?
Uh-huh.
So, or the Tower of Babel. Some
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's different perspectives on
Uh-huh.
that, but
Uh-huh.
as a ritual, you bow down to put the present under the tree,
Right.
and you bow down to pick it up.
Uh-huh.
And and I'll go with what you said. It's like a phallic symbol,
Uh-huh.
you know. But the Christmas lights
Uh-huh.
leading up to a point, like
Right.
it goes pretty deep on that one. But
Are there any holidays that celebrate ovaries? A woman's
shit, damn near every pagan holiday is basically fertility.
Because we were talking about sex, that it's basically just, we're celebrating sex, it's creation. That's what, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for sex, you know.
Well, that's how we try to duplicate the creators. That's how we, as human beings, we create life to repopulate the earth.
Right.
You know, it's like that's how we create.
Right, right.
It just got perverted.
Right, right, right. Or magnified,
That's how you.
however you want to look at it.
Well, that's perspective. I mean,
Yeah,
if you want to have sex while drunk and think that's
Right.
magnifying the sexual,
Right.
the sacred exchange of energy,
Uh-huh.
which is sex. Some would argue that.
Uh-huh.
Some like cocaine.
Right.
I've heard people love it or you
Right.
hate it.
Right.
It goes one of two directions.
Uh-huh.
I heard on cocaine.
Uh-huh.
I've never tried cocaine.
I have.
But like marijuana, all kinds of stuff.
Uh-huh,
The
uh-huh.
blue pill. Now there's like what they call blue chew.
Blue chew.
You know, that's the thing now.
Uh-huh.
It gets, everything's about that fertility.
Right. Everything.
And we know what runs the world.
I was thinking, so I would like to have sex outer space and have everybody see me doing it. Look up, it's a bird, it's a plane. No, it's John having sex with Lois Lane. I don't know. But no, so let's get back to holidays. So we have gift giving holidays like Halloween. You want to talk about what do you know about Halloween?
In what regard? I mean,
So
how we celebrate it, or like the
Or-
origin of it. I mean, it's a.
either or.
I mean, Halloween's pretty obvious, like a celebration of death, if you will. Give out candies, trees, like it's all structured.
Mm-hmm. There's the trick or treating, the trick or treating. So there's this guy.
And it's also the most heightened night for witchcraft and weird, just supernatural, what we call supernatural stuff, metaphysical stuff.
There's this African deity. His name is he can speak all languages. Long story short, he's a trickster god. He's a trickster god.
Okay.
He'll tell you the truth 2 times, and then he'll lie to you the 3rd time, right? And just trick or treating. They kind of trick or treat. Are you gonna get some candy? Or are you gonna get a whooping tonight? Like trick or treat. I just I find that funny because a lot of times when I'm taking risks in life to move up to the next level, I'm battling and I'm sitting there debating like, am I gonna get tricked out of my time, energy, all that kind of stuff? Or am I gonna be treated with love, money, or whatever? It's kind of like a gamble. Trick or treating is a gamble. There's a little bit of that, and
What would you call it, faith?
when I call it faith, you're gonna have to have it. You're gonna have to have it. Trick or treat.
But in the normal mainstream thought of religion, like the Christian world is like against
Right.
the Halloween, like
Right.
they don't.
Jack-o'-lanterns.
So
and
you
shit.
have it's devilish, it's antichrist,
Right.
so
Right.
but some worship that.
Right.
They follow that doctrine. So
Right.
are they not exercising faith?
I think it was.
I'm not condoning it, yes
Uh-huh.
or no.
Uh-huh.
That's not the argument. I'm just saying.
Okay. Okay.
Let's look at it from a different layer. It's like, if, and I'll just use the word Satanist. You know, a Satanist exercising his most sacred right on that All Hallows Eve. Is that not like a Christian on Easter?
Huh. I don't know. That went over my head. But you did bring up another holiday, Easter. Look, we were just talking. Look, because it's all about fertility. You said that. It's all about fertility. You know, like we got Easter eggs. You know, we got and there's gifts. You're right. There's candy inside the Easter eggs. So Halloween is practically a satanic version of Easter. Halloween being the death of, and Easter being the life of. You know.
I mean, on a very surface level argument, like I would say, yeah, like that's what most people would probably argue. Yes.
Right.
If Easter represents the Christian, what would represent the devil? I'm sure 99% of everybody would say Halloween. You know, so it's kind of like a.
But
if I'm wrong, so be it. But I think most people would agree with that.
Easter, and look, they're both scavengers hunts. They're both like scavenger hunts. You know, you have to go scavenge, and you know that says a lot about life right there. You know, Easter, like we start off as kids and we want to go discover these amazing things with our life. You know, we want to go discover these amazing things in our life.
Exercise our ego.
Right.
Have a career. Have our own big house, fancy car.
Get the knowledge. Go to college. All that kind of stuff. You know.
Some, not all.
Right. And but yeah, Easter, like it's a scavenger hunt. You're looking for an egg. You know, there's something inside the egg. And this can get very. This is just a little side note, but there was this. David Wilcox had a show. And he was talking about how if you scan a laser beam through a salamander egg onto a frog egg, it can turn the frog egg into a salamander. I mean, that's since we're talking about eggs, you know, but I'm not calling that evolution. Maybe that's a little DNA tinkering, you know, but how DNA
Haven't
can travel.
Haven't heard of that one yet.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder what else they could do that with.
Right. Little transmutation, you know.
I mean, some people identify as being a cat. Won't they laser beam them?
Yeah. I mean, I think you would have to have the same. It would have to be kind of the same a little bit, you know. Because cats don't come from eggs, you know. Well, I guess that's not true either. Cats live.
Does it have to be from an egg to another egg? Or can it just...
I think it has to be from an egg.
That's the parameters?
Okay. Maybe you could turn a cat into, maybe in the womb, you could turn a cat into a lion or something.
It still don't come from an egg. That's hilarious. All right. I got you. All right.
So we did Christmas. We did Halloween.
What about Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's...
Oh, you know more about that than I do.
Why? Because I'm white?
Trust me, I celebrate Thanksgiving.
I wasn't the one that colonized this place.
All right, okay, so Thanksgiving.
Or found this place, I should say. Because this son bitch was already here.
He's the founder. He's the... No. Okay, let's see, Thanksgiving. Okay, so I wanna talk about this in a little example of my life, right?
All right.
So, when I was a kid, my family took care of me. You know?
Good for you.
My family took care of me. As an adult, on my journey to get away from everybody, I feel like I feel wrong. I just feel it at that. And maybe this is talking about the 4th of July. Maybe what I'm trying to talk about is Okay, this is what it is. Okay, let me go back.
You're losing me on that.
Yeah, let me go back. So, as a kid, I used to pray to God. I used to say, God, just breathe onto the things that I already have, and kind of like let man be made in my image a little bit, and like so I could find somebody like me. And long story short, whoever I was praying to left me hanging, and now I'm sitting here trying to kill myself to be rich and famous.
What?
Look.
Did you already drink the blood?
Did I?
Did you poke your finger already?
Did I poke?
Man, you're not having any baby oil, are you?
But seriously, it's like this. I think you should talk about Thanksgiving. Like, I want to talk about 4th of July. That's what I want to talk about. Independence Day shit.
All right. Fried turkey's good.
Okay.
I enjoy stuffing.
Uh-huh.
What do you want to know about Thanksgiving?
Uh,
It's like arguably one of the most disrespectful slaps to the natives. Beyond every military attack helicopters named after a tribe that was conquered.
Right.
I don't know. What do you mean?
I didn't know that. That every
Apache.
Apache. And speaking of the Redskins,
Chinook,
football, that's a football team. Okay, cool. Thanksgiving,
It's not even the Redskins anymore, dude.
I know it's the Commanders, but I heard them say that they wanted to change it back because that was a part of their heritage. They appreciated it. They appreciate. I'm supposed to be on Do Not Disturb.
All right.
They appreciated being remembered.
Yeah, I recall like hearing how a lot of the quote unquote Indian tribes were offended that they were saying that they were offended. Like they were don't
Right.
don't
talk
speak for
me.
us.
Right.
Like, we're not
right.
offended by this.
Right. Yeah. Let's talk about Independence Day. What do you have to say about it?
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I'm in for
Will Smith and
it's an entertaining movie.
I
I believe he passed away here recently.
what was his name? Do you know? Can you think of his name?
The weird science guy.
The
Sciences. I believe he died. What do you want to know?
Anyway, Independence Day. So that's what I was trying to hit at. So when I was a kid, right, my family took care of me and all that kind of stuff. Kind of like how New England, kind of like how there's a parent country. You know what I mean? Kind of like how there's a parent country. Well,
London City.
As a parent country.
Because technically we're just a colony. We never really officially won our independence.
Okay. We never officially won our independence.
We went bankrupt there.
Okay.
It's like a treaty.
Right.
All of our tax dollars goes into King of England type of stuff.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Damn. I lost all hope of getting away from my
We can
mama.
march
Lost all hope of that. Shit.
Yeah.
No,
But I think that's pretty common knowledge now. I mean, most people understand that the three-city state setup, London City, the Vatican, and Washington, D.C. I'm pretty sure since COVID, a lot of people have woken up to the power structure of our reality, where it sits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
James and the Giant Peach. That was a movie created by someone in London. I don't know exactly who, but that movie deeply affected my life. It started my whole journey. And I'm in America. Not only am I in America, I'm an African American in America. And
we're like brother and sister to
Right.
England.
Right, exactly.
So like,
Yeah, so let's go back. My relationship with my mom and my dad is a lot better than it used to be.
Good.
Today it's a lot better than what it used to be. As a matter of fact, I do want to be able to reward them in the future, but as every person desires independence, But some I read is you can't be completely independent without being dependent upon a higher power. You can't be completely in the more dependence you have on a higher power, like my mom and my dad, the more independent I can be. You know.
Makes sense.
But we celebrate Juneteenth, which we didn't really gain any independence either,
No,
I mean,
nobody.
if I just be quite honest,
We were sold
right.
a couple hundred years ago.
Right. Right.
We're born. I mean, I'm going to use these words that seem heavy, but this is the truth.
I can take it.
But we're born slaves.
Right.
And dark-skinned people aren't the only slaves born into this.
Right. Right.
We all are. Anybody with a social security number is born into it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree. Working just to eat it. But
Well, that's where you're taxed. I mean, we're ultra taxed.
Mm-hmm.
Our food has no real nutrition anymore. And it's all, unfortunately, it's all by design. That's the unfortunate part, because we would be a lot stronger and cohesive nation if actually the whole world would be.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, that's not the way it's going to be until it's not.
Mm-hmm.
There's big changes coming.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be in effect soon, but
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, everybody knows, it's all by design.
Mm-hmm.
So,
How's that, with the Independence Day, Juneteenth? We are not free.
if once you figure that out, it's kind of like a mockery.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's mockery.
Makes dying on a cross seem like going to heaven.
You know what they say. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody's willing to die.
Right. So
until somebody is.
So we hit Christmas, we hit Halloween, we hit July 4th, we hit Juneteenth, we hit Easter. There's one that we haven't hit.
I've got one that's like debatable.
What is it?
Valentine's Day.
That's exactly where I was getting at. See, we're here, man. We're here.
What's your
What's my take on
It's the
Valentine's?
most BS holiday.
Okay.
Why is it even a holiday?
Why is it even
Because
holiday?
if you really know what it is, like, man, it's bloody as hell. Like, what do you,
But okay, blood. Okay, let's talk about blood a little bit. Let's talk about hearts. Let's talk about hearts. I kid you not. I remember dancing to my mother's heartbeat. I remember being in my mother's womb. Her heart was going dum 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 dum.
do you remember that?
Bullshit. I had they turned me into a salamander, frog egg, shot a laser beam through a fucking frog egg, and I went through a salamander egg and turned the frog into a salamander. But no, I remember being in my mother's womb, dancing to her heartbeat, and the heart. I mean, like that's kind of what the hearts represent for me on Valentine's Day. It's like blood. We share blood. Me and my mother had the same genetic.
Okay. All right. So let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between truth and tradition.
Okay.
And you keep saying how you.
Yeah, I'm personal. I'm getting personal.
So
my experience.
So
okay.
let me put in perspective. Like, what if I looked at Juneteenth as like, and I have to make something up because to me it's a mockery to your people. So I'm a tread lightly, but what if as a white person I was like, oh man, that's the biggest disgrace. They should have kept all them. You should have kept all them motherfuckers locked up. Put the chains back on them. Like, but that's my perspective, right? Does that make me wrong?
No, if that's.
You see what I'm saying?
I got a friend named Kyle who was telling me that music sucked. Y'all music sucked. that new shit, y'all. Back in the 70s, boy, things were popping, but what they do now, man.
And a lot would argue and agree with that.
Right.
This mumble rap. Good beats, but you can't understand a damn word what they're saying, but it just sounds good.
Right.
You know, it's going. It's got a good rhythm.
Been there, man. You would have to been there for party.
What, get spit on? No, I'm just kidding.
But no, Valentine's Day. I love you, brother.
All right.
Don't you know I love you?
Okay.
You know, like a lot of people would probably sit there and go, why is it a black guy and a white guy? You know.
Okay.
But look, I kid you not. The white man has been one of my best friends on my journey. You know, this is, I'm getting personal, you know, but the white man has been one of my best friends. Like, back in the day, nigga, I used to do nothing but get in trouble with my people. So today is a new day for me, you know, today is a new day. I have, you know, and nothing about, long story short, I value education, you know. I value
Education or knowledge?
Both.
Okay.
I value my education and I value knowledge. I have knowledge today. And it's like, you know, a lot of times I can relate more to you than I can relate to my own kind. Anyway, it's what it is. So I love you, brother. Happy Valentine's Day.
All right. Take that. Anything else before we cut it?
Anything else before we cut it?
The price is high. You need to cut it. All right.
We can. That's been the holiday. That's been the
Cool.
cool. That's been the holiday.
All right. Take care.
Yee.